ad. It's
All views expressed by the hosts and guests in this podcast are solely their opinions and do not reflect the opinions of their respective employers. Guests and hosts may maintain positions in the assets discussed in this podcast. This podcast is for informational purposes only, and nothing in the podcast is intended to be financial, legal, or even life advice.
GM, welcome back to another episode of More Than Speculation. We have a very special episode today with the ETH Sign folks. As you can see, it's probably one of the other occasion in which the other party is also wearing some sort of a costume. So
matching outfit, bro. Matching outfit. Matching outfit.
I'm going to pass it to you, man. So we can start with the rapid fire questions.
Yeah. All right. The first questions. Community, tech, or token price?
Community! But I'm the Sign community. The Sign Daddy, Sign CEO might have a different answer.
Just choose one.
Sorry?
Choose one or two.
You can choose it one or two or do it in orders.
Oh, I would always choose price.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Man gotta be ready. All right. What are some protocols that you think found product market fit in crypto?
Layer 0. I mean, we're literally using it to launch a token on multi-chains. So, yes.
Is managing token price or growing revenue harder in crypto?
Of course, like managing price. I mean, it's a listed company level of stuff.
Yeah,
But-
I heard your revenue is very well managed, so we can expand more on that later. So man conquered the revenue part and is gonna do
Yeah.
a token price after, yeah?
Yes.
Calmly say yes.
This is just like, just do good business. The price is like, you want it higher, but you don't want it too high. Like, this is scary as fuck. You know?
How legit are legal documents in crypto?
Oh.
What's that?
I mean, hard. A lot of people don't use the legal document at all.
Okay. So I guess that warmed you guys up. Just to give more context to the audience, would you mind doing a self intro and tell us what is ETH Sign?
Okay, so I will start. I'm Xin Yan. I'm the co-founder and CEO at Sign. So we're already called Sign right now. We're branded start from early last year. And I was a crypto mining bro. I was built my own miner. I was the first generation DJ. And later I started to invest 2018 and funded Sign was my two co-founders in 2021.
Nice. So what does ETH Sign do?
Megan,
Sign. What does Sign do?
What does Sign do? The protocol level, or maybe you can briefly talk over the protocol.
Megan, do you want to give an intro? No.
Yeah. Sign
Yeah.
builds three things: money,
No.
freedom, and integrity. Yeah.
I think your
Wait.
connection is
Sign Daddy,
slightly...
what was the
Like,
question?
I mean, you yourself. I mean, is your network okay?
Oh, myself, yeah. So
Yeah.
I am the Sign intern. I was supposed to be in academia. I did my undergrad at UC Berkeley, master's at Harvard, got a PhD offer, completely derailed my life from that, and got into meme coins. And I really liked a meme coin that was like very schizo. I loved it. I don't know if I could give shout out to Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, Teninu. I got into their community. I made a lot of friends in the community. Someone sent me stickers of Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, Teninu. So I went to the Wall Street Bowl and I stuck the sticker on the balls of the Wall Street Bowl, and that video went viral. That was the only exposure I had in Web3, and that video was seen by Sign Daddy, because he was a holder, and he was like, "This girl might be marketing. She might know a thing or two about marketing. And here we are. Now I am running the Orange Dynasty, the official community of Sign, where we celebrate our products of money, freedom, integrity, and we strive to be the best version of ourselves. And we got orange in our veins. All right, that's my introduction.
Yo, is this how you normally feel when you speak to me? This is the first time I have someone that has higher energy than me, man.
No. Okay. Let's break it down. What kind of products do you guys actually like provide to provide the freedom, integrity, and like all of that?
Okay.
Money, freedom, integrity. Money is the largest airdrop distribution system in the world, and breaking the existing barriers of like what is possible and what isn't possible in airdrop distribution system. That's money. For freedom, it's on-chain residency cards to a growing list of countries so that it eliminates the barriers that people with different passports might have. And integrity is sign protocol, attestation and schema infrastructure protocol, where it means verify everything on chain. This is the meme version. Now I'm going to pass the mic to Sign Daddy for the real version.
I love it.
We're offering like two things. We're building two things. One is token table, where we see it as a crypto Goldman Sachs. We distribute token, we do OTC for token, we unlock token to investor foundations, and how we make business, how we make money there. And on the other side, we build protocols. We build like Sign protocol, which we are extracting a verifiability feature from blockchain. We think, like say, how blockchain becomes world currency because one transaction can be cross-border verifiable by government individuals and institutions. So we're extending this global verifiability feature to all the other scenarios, like your contract, your identity cards, your like where did you graduate, how much money you have in banks. Think about right now we're using technology that invented 1,000 years ago, and it's time to like move to another level. So we're using blockchain for the other use cases. And
to be slightly more specific, right? So essentially, you're doing token distribution at a back end for most for most foundation or some sort. I remember you guys are doing for quite a few big names already. But first you manage, I guess you custodian the token, and then you or in a contract, and then you do the vesting for them, and because of that you can verify the users as well, which is almost like a KYC for them on chain. Is that did I get this correctly?
No, usually they don't do KYC. Like they already know who's their counterparties. Like say,
Yes.
airdrop, you're airdropping token to millions of users. They already passed like civil tech check or something. And for the like institutional investors, they already KYC, so we don't need to on-chain KYC. But the on-chain KYC is for something else. It's for identity verification, because right now there's no way to mathematically verify who you are. You think about like say if you do KYC in central exchanges, you hold your passport and take a photo. It just looks real, right? It just looks authentic. There's no way they can verify it, just like verify a transaction. But with our technology, it's doable.
I see. Okay. What's the bigger vision or next step to this? Like I'm sure that there's not just onboarding more clients, because like with your infrastructure, you can actually do a lot more things and additional feature on this actually, right?
Yeah. So okay, let me. I'll just do a hype version. So I think we're building a new like super sovereign infrastructure. Like think about. So we're so right now our go-to-market strategy for this year, particularly as we're building a full stack for nations. So we will start with a sovereign layer 2. So it's it will be a blockchain, it's specifically a layer 2, and like so governments have a certain level of control, and they can have a free gas fee to their own citizens. So start from a blockchain, and based on the blockchain, we'll launch a few like smart contract-based applications. Start from IDs, register and verify IDs on chain, and with the verifiable ID, you can do visas, like so basically tickets to other countries, and eKYC, so the other people can literally verify who you are, and then you can have access to digital payment and banking, which every country are thinking about their own like stable coins and stuff. So in the future, when like say if you move to UAE and you got a local residency there, it's ID but also a bank account with KYC information, right? So in crypto, your identity and your bank account is the same thing, and we're making it the same thing. And so that's our go-to-market strategy. But with more country adopting it, ideally this year at least gonna have 10, and optimistically we're gonna have 30
When you
countries.
say country, like actual countries, you're like trying to work with the like actual governments to do this, or like are you talking about like from the perspective of like chains or countries, kind of like concepts?
No, it's real. No, it's real. We
Actual
already have
countries.
like 2 countries as our partner last year, and like Sierra Leone and one of the UAE Emirates, Ras Al Khaimah.
Ah,
This year we're talking to more, and so I mean the vision is in the future, like we want to have some sort of so when you travel from A country to B country, you don't worry about your credit score start from zero. I mean,
got it.
so that's what I'm saying, a super sovereign infra, right? And also think if we can build a stack, can we do like a global pension fund, right? So can we do a global whatever? So there's a lot of, as long as your money and identity can be global verifiable, there's so many things we can do.
So this is the VC shilling version, right? So you're building the super sovereign infrastructure, basically.
Yeah,
so in the future, if you can verify their identity and like their movements and like all of that, right now you need to make revenues by like offering these kind of like service providers, services that you're doing to like foundations and so on. But the bigger dream is that if you have all of that infrastructures, it's like limitless potential, basically, to like what you can do.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I think right now, especially last year, we spend most of the time like making revenue because firstly is bear market, and secondly, we have very strong partnership with Ton, and they're actually the guy who do a mass onboarding. But recently we didn't see a lot of projects are mass onboarding people just fighting for their mind share for a certain group of people and certain group of liquidity. So we're thinking it's boring. So we're trying to like talk to more governments. Maybe we'll provide a token table airdrop for the UBIs, like for the entire countries. So that's how we onboard new people. And so.
How did you bridge the gap at the start, by the way? Like, how did you find the right target audience, and what value did they provide to the projects to get that airdrop? Or you just provide the infra, you don't really do the onboarding part kind of thing?
Yeah, so basically we talked to them a lot. Like actually, I mean we already been doing this for 4 years. We're now that kind of project of like targeting fake problems and sell fake solutions. Already past that area, the age. Like I mean, like in bull market we raise money, and in bear market we find nothing works, and so we shift a lot. The focus, even for token table in the very beginning, is cap table management. Is the benchmark is Carta, but later we realized in crypto nobody really care about cap table management not much. People care about more like, can we get the token, right? I invest in your project, can I get the token? So we use smart contracts to enforce this stuff. So like even for the verification part, we start from ETH Sign, right? It's a contract signing application. Later we realize, okay, so verifiability is great, but contract signing is such a low frequency scenario. We need to go to the other scenarios. We realize technically verify identity and verify contract is the same. And we do start to do identity. We start to talk to like governments, business partners, even community users, different level of people, see what their need. Right now, we also see governments after Trump launched a coin, they say, okay, this is it. This is the year we're gonna break. We're gonna break the monopoly of Visa, Mastercard. We're gonna embrace stable coin in crypto. So that's how we start to doing this.
Got it.
Sorry, I keep getting distracted.
I'm
gonna be very honest. Okay, before I go into more speculative questions, how does ETH Sign handle the verification and like authenticity of the signature in a decentralized manner or in a smart contract manner?
And maybe if I can just quickly add to that, like for the super normies that like who for the Web2 people who are like, oh, is it like DocuSign? But like how do you explain that? I guess for the people that don't get it. Yeah.
It's normal. I mean, like people don't get it because they never seen something like this. So it's a protocol. It's a smart contract used for registering and verifying. So or like say it's a Web3 database or it's a blockchain database. So basically how the structure works is like, so firstly, in order, so think of blockchain as like public ledger, right? So the way of register things, like you create a schema there, so which is like a data structure, and you keep registering data under the schema. Let's say if people signing contracts, that schema is the signer, the address, and the hash of the the contracts, and where you store that kind of thing. So that's a schema, right? So what's your signature? Basically says that's your consent on chain, so people can verify your consent to the specific file on chain. So if it's if it's like identity, it's like, so the issuer is probably governments, and they sign. So like say your user's ID, so user's address was a user's like profile. So most of the profile are encrypted first and signed on chain, so people can verify if this is real or not. If they find the ID card, scan the QR code, they can verify. So basically, the structure is we deploy a smart contract on most of the blockchains. So right now, our strategy is we don't do our own chain, because we realize, so people only use the blockchain they're affiliated with. Let's say if you're doing business with Coinbase, they only use Binance, they only use BNB chain. So we just put our smart contract on different blockchains, and but one the schema can be the same thing, and so you can cross verify one scenario, say contracts or IDs or the other stuff across all the blockchains.
Got it. All right. I mean, let's jump into the more retail-driven questions.
I am going to be straight up. I haven't interacted or done anything with ETH Sign yet, or Sign in general. What should I start doing?
You join our Twitter space and sing.
Yeah,
And sing.
Okay, my time to shine. Here's the thing about Sign. They have crazy, amazing products for money, freedom, and integrity, and they're all B2B. That means we don't expect you to launch your company and launch your token with us. We don't expect you to write attestations and schemas. We don't expect you to suddenly become a Sierra Leone permanent resident because you're bullish on the way that we look right now. So this is what's cool about our community, is that we already have the products where we already are profitable, and we don't need to farm any numbers. Because usually it's like, oh, if you do this, and then I take the numbers and I go to the VCs and investments and promise a fake product or product that's going to be coming out in years. Well, we already have everything. So technically, hypothetically, stay with me, we don't need a community, period. We don't need anyone to do anything for us in that aspect. However, we want a community. We're full of love. We're full of vibes. So here's what we're doing. So and this is like my very, very deep personal experience, especially as a Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu meme coin community.
Oh, please do.
The timeline gets boring, and projects just pay money to KOLs or influencers and then have them say whatever the projects want them to say. If something goes right, then the KOLs get paid and the small accounts get overlooked. If something goes wrong, the KOLs get blamed and the small accounts also get overlooked. But the thing is, right now, there's so many accounts who probably wasn't like a whale back in 2020 or wasn't a great marketing strategist. And there's so many great people with so many great potential who want to have a platform. So here's what we are doing. We are giving everyone an equal chance to be the best version of themselves. So that means we don't look at how many followers you are. Just join the Orange Dynasty and start vibing with us. Put on the sign glasses. You're one of us. Come to our Twitter spaces. Our Twitter spaces are 20% alpha, 80% vibes. With every few minutes of talking, there's someone coming up in the space to sing. We have game shows. We have crazy events. I'm not even kidding. Just come to experience it. I don't think I could even describe it. And so this is what I say to all the community members. Think about who you want to be in the space, whether you want to be a meme lord, a thread writer, a content creator, and just try it out. You can create any content, you can write anything, and we will see you and we will support you. And it's really amazing because this was a grassroots community from 0 followers. And and also shout out to Sign Daddy, Sign CEO for giving the intern an account with a gold check mark and full freedom. I was just vibing like as a human, and it worked so well. So it was fully grassroots, and everyone was here starting from the vibes. And what's cool about it is that in the very beginning, we never talked about any rewards. It's just vibes, putting the sign glasses. Are you signed? Do you have orange in your veins? Like, are you seeing the signs? Do you sign or resign? And it's just those memes. And we got an amazing group of people who support each other and are trying all sorts of different content to build their platforms and inviting new people to come in to build their platforms. And it's really cool because we don't expect anything from the community members, but they give each other the loving and the support. And even if there is news that's affiliated with Sign, people do take that as a great opportunity to create content. And the cool thing is that it turns into their VC. If they are great thread writers, they write a thread, people notice them. There's people that's been hired like as thread writers, content creators, artists. There's people who's gone from like, there's somebody that I signed from, sign means putting on the glasses and saying hi. I signed someone at less than 200 followers, and now they're like an actual KOL with over 7K with like an entire name, and people saying, oh my god, he just followed me back. So like it like, we're not making any empty promises. Like, if people put in the effort, it works. And the cool thing is that even if we have content, even if people want to push it out, even if they want to practice, they're building their own platform, as opposed to other projects where I pay you, you gotta write this. Because if you copy and paste some bullshit chat GPT from another project, it's not going to help your platform. But if you are yourself, and you could just use Sign as an intermediary, you don't have to know what attestation schema infrastructure is. As long as you see the signs, you vibe with the signs, that's it. And then the cool thing is that everything that they are doing, they're building their own platform, and they're being the best version of themselves. And like, it's not just about like follower numbers, but they're actually like becoming close friends with each other, finding that sense of community. There are 12 people who's gotten signed tattooed, and like, we're not doing any giveaway or anything, like, period. It's like, if like their community is so strong, we got sub cabals, sub communities, like our own little language. Like, it's so strong that they want to get permanently tatted. So like, we only reimburse the actual fee of the tattoo. We're not doing any giveaway. You are listening to this podcast. Please do not get a tattoo. This is not a financial advice and not an aesthetic. Okay, and going back to our community, there are people in the Philippines who formed an alliance called Sign Cares, who go out there and help people who are in need. And there's people who's been affected with fire, there's people who need food, and they go out and they cook food and distribute food to the people. And that's completely like our organic community members. We didn't say or do or pay anything. And our dynasty started in Nigeria, Sign Nigeria Dynasty. Also, I'm getting a message that my device storage is stopped recording and free up device
Maybe it's
data.
because you're using your phone. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right here. Don't worry. I'm just going to delete Instagram and Facebook and everything. Give me like 10 seconds. I'm right here. Don't worry.
No worries. But that's a really good explanation.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
that.
Bank of America, I don't want to see my debt. Okay, that makes me feel so good. Maybe let's see. This projects. Oh my gosh, I see so many like potential roasts, but I'm not gonna do them. Okay, I'm just quietly deleting a few apps. If you think that I'm deleting your app, I actually, but not you guys, but like the audiences. Also, I have no idea whether the camera is running right now, whether because I'm just
It
like
is
deleting.
not running, but it is not running,
Oh.
but it's okay. Yeah, we just want to make sure that you have
Okay.
enough space to like actually store it in your device, because like otherwise, yeah, no. But that's okay. I think that's like the most high energy B2B community explanation that I've ever heard.
I swear.
Because like B2B is typically very
I
hard.
felt the cult already. I can feel the cult already. Like,
Such a
but like
niche.
just like real talk a bit, because like I like we like to say, like, you know, like to make a crypto like token successful, you need the IQ 150 and the IQ 50 side. Like you definitely get the IQ 150 down with like all of the government, you know, like all of the 3 pillars of like freedom, money, and like all of that. So it's funny how you like, I'm not saying the activities are IQ 50, but like sometimes since you came from like the meme side, you have to kind of like pander towards that side. So that's a very interesting, I would say, breakdown. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like, yeah, I got asked a lot, like bro just asked me like, what should we do? I mean, this is I mean most of the project right now, they give a very specific call to action: come to our testnet and get some test token. I just think that's kind of boring in a sense, because like when I first joined like Bitcoin, what I do, I didn't do anything. I just learned what is Bitcoin, and I think so. A lot of projects right now like define themselves as a module in this modular world. I mean, there are some layer of what and stuff. They're defining themselves as a utility token or governance token to a specific product. But I realized the most important thing is a currency, and it's a community. If you have a community, you need a currency. But if you don't have a community, you can be a product that fit into a narrative in this 3 month, and you don't know if you're still existing in the next 3 months. And on the only utility value, I don't know like how much you can capture. But I mean, the real big part is if you have a good community and you build a currency, and we sort of have some like official products, but also you can leave a lot of stuff to the community. What the Ethereum Foundation do? They launch a client, and everybody run the client to run the blockchain. And even Etherscan is built by the community, right? So that's what we realized. So I start to chill out. I start to spend more time with the community building phase. We really like spend a lot of time incubating this culture. So right now, like we have a international KTV online KTV culture, and we have like international like poker tournament, and a lot of interesting stuff is happening organically.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, like so building community is not as easy, and most people only want to do it within like 2 months or something, so it never hits the ground. As someone that tried to build a community for the past 2 years, in the most organic way, it's definitely different. But okay, so for on the real side, right? So like right now, I'm very impressed with this and everything. I do feel like I need to test the product or play the product a little bit to be just vibing, right? Is that like a oh wait,
That's the
can you
product.
guys hear me? Yeah, like
Yeah, we can hear
surely
you,
surely
but your
to
camera
be
is yeah.
surely it should be kind of like uh sorry, cut. Marco, can you take over first? Sorry, there's something on my side.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I think his cam is like having an issue. No, like, but I think Shin, what he was saying. So he like Lambert cultivated a lot of like communities in the past like 2 years, and when I'm in his like group chat and I'm seeing like all of the questions, like typically people, unfortunately, I guess like still want to play with something like they want to feel it, or like they want to like test it out. So even if it's like B2B, is there any ways for users to kind of see like your technology and your product in like action, like if is there any other programs or foundations out there who are now running things that are actually using your product on the back end that they can feel or they can play with? Like, I guess, like, what's the best way to showcase that to like retail users?
Actually, yeah, actually a lot. So our strategy is not just B2B. We also provide all the application to D2C, like say, so for like start from the eSign. eSign is a contract signing application. You can use it on eSign.xyz or like on our website. You can just use it as a DocuSign. And all like we have a couple of major users. One of them are RWA products, say Bloom. They have they're tokenizing real world assets on chain, and as an effective way to mirror or prove your real world asset ownership, as like your sign was your like two sides identity, find your real life identity was your on chain identity, and use your on chain identity to sign and issue tokens. So they become one of our major users. And also there's a project called Xstyle. So they help people register on-chain companies in UAE, and a lot of stuff they have like you need to digital sign, and they can sign. And for token table as a product to a lot of people claim when they're claim tokens. So 90% of Tong ecosystem projects are distributing through our platform. So if you claim token, you usually go to our mini app for airdrops. And also, like say, a lot of Virtuals is so Virtuals is a platform where you launch AI agents coin,
Yep.
and the dev coin will be locked within like token table smart contracts. So if you want to buy a token, you can check if the dev tokens are actually locked. You go to a token table, and so the most amazing part I like is so we have a website called Sign Global, and where you can see everything. and you can see our application is built by one comprehensive protocol called Sign protocol, where we can see how everything can be verified on chain, which is incredible.
Got it. I
Yeah.
want to like ask like one, I guess like one specific example, or like just like to run through something. So like I know you have like the Telegram mini app, right? Is it like usable right now? Let's say if like Glambro and I just want to like write a document between us, like saying that you promised me X and Y. Like how, like what's the like can you run through, I guess, like that scenario? Like is that available for retail right now? Like can we just do it between like two chats, or is it more like, oh, we have to like handle like the legal docs on the back end and we just put there, then like what's the process look like?
Um, so typically it works for legal documents because people want to sign something because you want to have the legal enforcement to support it. So
Yeah.
usually people have a PDF, but I think if you want to sign some random stuff also work. But
Okay,
in terms of our application, we don't care if we don't know what you are signing. We don't read
I
this. We
see.
don't keep it. So you can just upload it and invite the
Oh
people
wait,
to
yeah.
sign.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I want to add because I was showing my friend. She was
Please.
thinking about bringing it to Hollywood. So like I was just showing her ETH Sign. So we have a bunch of templates on ETH Sign, and we could choose the template. And I wrote like, I, Megan, want to give Christy these nuts, and I sent it over, and she got it in her email. She opened, and she said that Megan wants to give you these nuts. And then I signed it, and she signed it, and it's now on ETH Sign. So yeah, like to answer your question in an IQ 50 way, it most definitely
Right.
works. We have existing templates. We connect our
Got
addresses,
it.
send it to each other's emails, and we receive it and sign it.
Nice.
Got it.
Nice.
Okay. So like, yeah, okay, like so like at least it's yeah, okay, now like I can see like more of the retail way that they can play with it. Yeah.
So,
Oh,
uh,
yeah, and I want to add, we have another product. So from Token Table, we have a version called Make It Rain. So like it's just humans sending humans money. So we use it in our dynasty to like first send it to our friends to show love. So like I could just send you like 5 ton and say, hey, good morning, handsome. Or if I'm making a group chat, if I'm building my own community, then every morning I could say, good morning, handsome men, and they all come and claim the ton. So it's less likely that they'll mute my account. Or I could go start up a Twitter space and say, hey, I'm gonna make it rain in here, and then people would like want to come to the Twitter space, and I would send the Make It Rain link, and they would click on it, and I could choose random amounts, so it could be like anywhere from like however percent change of like an average number, or everyone gets the same amount, and I could whitelist people, and there's like more features coming, and like the message could be personalized. So that is like a human version of Token Table. So it's giving each other token, but like we made it in a fun way that completely we're not profiting from it. We just made it for our community, for our Orange Dynasty, to send money to each other, to their loved ones, to bring in engagement, and we use it for our game nights and our prize giveaways.
let's do that, Marco. Do it. Let's make it rain in this video. We'll do it on the YouTube and throw it into our group chat as well to see what's up. Let's make it rain.
Oh yeah, no, I can make it rain for you guys right away. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. I'll drop you some links later. I'll try to set up as well. It'll be fun. Okay. You mentioned you think I agree, by the way. It's harder to manage price than to gain revenue because it's not just penetrizing or what product market fit, etc., etc. How are you thinking about this, by the way?
So managing price.
Yes. Like, do you have any thoughts on this, or what have you seen others are doing that might be right or wrong?
I don't know. I mean, like, so you, the price is like everybody's work. So reflecting to one thing is the price, and the one thing I actually learned from these days is the one thing managing expectations. So, like say right now, like so a lot of people hype towards our community, but you want to manage expectations. So, as long I realize as long as you're managing expectations, everybody's happy, because like say people don't go do these for your airdrop, right? People don't like do these for your airdrop. Don't People don't generally have a high expectation. As long as people have a very high expectations, people no matter what, people will be not happy, right? So, but
Agree.
so I think that reflects to the price as well. Like say, want to so keep low key. You let people think, okay, those layer ones are high valuations. You guys don't do layer one, so you guys valuation is not higher than them. Don't explain this. You don't try to say anything. You just
Just do it.
launch start with a low price and pump it up, right? With our community power. So that's what surprised everybody.
So I noticed like there's a lot of projects that raise a lot of money. Like I think you guys raised quite a bit as well back in the days, right? So how would you I think one of the biggest struggle is like the balance between raising money to be having a good runway and a good team to develop, and at the same time keeping your entry price good for the retail essentially, because like you're selling too much of your token initially, you cannot keep it low valuation in some sense.
I think it's okay to balance. It's already balanced. I mean, so private investors are investors from open market in a sense, right? Say I pitch like 100 investors and few of them decide to bite me, and like say when people, I think we're talking about two things. There's a type of product that's strictly like price like manipulation. It's just people putting fake money in there and they have a
Crime
super
fight.
high valuation. When they're launched, they have super low circulating supply and perps on day one. So that's how you see as a pure like secondary like a manipulation game. But say if you have a decent product, you have decent community, you already have like a decent revenue, so the price cannot be low. It's okay, but people buy because people want to see the upside. But also one important thing is you want to give people the other choice, not just buy. Right, you can still earn. Right, like I will allocate 30% of our total supply for Sign app. So whoever can use Sign app, like whoever have a role or contributing to us to this community will gain token or mine token continuously. So if you so the price got higher, everybody's getting more excited, right? If
Okay,
you only
so
put the price high and like people to buy with real money, people of course not happy.
yeah, I to be just to give a little bit more backstory, I don't think there's a perfect tokenomics or perfect way to run a token, just because it's always the balance between as a project, before finding product market fit, you want to get as much runway as possible, as well as support. At the same time, you want to keep your community happy, so you want to get as much airdrop as possible for them, or some way for them to participate. But if everyone's happy, who's going to buy? Because they already got their share of the token and they don't want to get more, right? So I think the balancing on this is an art essentially, and
Yeah, I think the most important thing is create value. It's not about like I'm printing a lot of money to sell on the newcomers. It's about like
Right.
providing good services and price and an asset. Like compared to, there's a very interesting comparison. So WorldCoin and Pi, right? So there's two projects have a lot of users, but say WorldCoin, they're just printing money for people. You don't see the financial sustainability. Why you can keep giving free token to more people? There's there's no way. But like say Pi as monetized through all the advertisement. Although like say you and me, we're gonna don't like this because our hourly wage is too high for this for watching ads. But I mean it's a financially sustainable, right? So they're making good revenues and they use the revenue to. So firstly, the project will keep going. They have and also they have a good treasury to guarantee the price of good. So yeah.
Got it. Yeah, no, I mean,
nice.
I kind of feel like it's so maybe one last question in terms of like your milestones or like next products. Is there like anything that you want our audience to know or to be aware of? Like, what's your next move? Like, are you going to be launching like your own chain as you like as you alluded to like earlier in this call? Like, what should we be looking forward to?
Okay, and so this is not like official, but we're gonna launch not one blockchain, but a lot of blockchains for different countries. So we're gonna have something like a super chain structure, like we're gonna have a sovereign blockchain chains, like structures to help a country launch their own layer twos. So they can customize like gas fees and all the setups, and we can make sure they control their own secrets and stuff. So we built this for like only because they need it. And secondly, I think the most the biggest opportunity in the future is not about launching new blockchain, it's launching a super app, because you want your own distribution channel. That's kind of important, not just in Web3, but also in Web2, Web1. So, say in this global world, if you have a super app that been installed by like 10 million people across the globe, there's an infinite way of monetizing it. There's an infinite way to launch a future blockchain in there, and the games, perp decks, whatever. As long as you have the distribution
Traffic,
channel. Think about it. There's one guy, one Twitter KOL, like have 10 million users, followers, and you ask them to tweet one time. How much does it cost? But right now you have your own like app. You can push infinite notifications, right?
Yep. So essentially building the controlling the traffic, building your own traffic to monetize. I agree with that. Nice. This is very interesting. Okay, before
Are you
we
an ETH
wrap,
Maxi?
Oh no. You see, like we start. I started as ETH Maxi, but
Okay.
we'll take the ETH out because the thing is, nothing is too big to fail. I definitely see ETH. I mean, I got hurt.
Stop, please don't. Yeah, me too.
The
Weakling
only reason
fucking
I ask
shit.
is because the only reason I ask is because you talked about layer 2 and you mentioned like this super chain analogy, but I realized that you didn't mention potentially like L1 or like Solana.
Yeah,
So like
it's
that's why
EVM.
I was just curious.
It's just not.
Yeah.
It's EVM, but it's not Ethereum. I'm not Ethereum Maxi. I'm Ethereum victim.
Oh shit! This is actually a good one.
okay. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Do you have any questions for us? If not, we'll ask the last questions that we normally ask. What do you think is required to make it in crypto? One each. Maybe start with Sign Daddy. Oh shit! Saying out loud is like chills.
Hey, that's
Sign
what's
Daddy,
up. This
tell
is
me, what do you think
Dennis.
is required to
That's
make it?
Okay, I will start. So it's simple. I think just like play poker, you don't lose all your money. Right? So if you off the table, just no opportunity. Like
So risk management. Do not lose
whatever.
all your
Like
money.
say, if you're trading, you're PvPing, or you are like run your own startup. So if it could making sure you always have ability to have a group of people or like yourself focusing on something and keep building, because it's up and down, right? So yeah, you don't want to get hurt and leave anymore, like forever.
Nice. What about you, Sign Intern?
Mine is everything is a Ponzi. Like even the US dollar is a Ponzi. Like it was pegged to gold. It's not
100%.
pegged to gold anymore. So in a world full of Ponzis, the most important thing is to provide value that's outside of monetary value. So like emotional value, that sense of belonging, sense of wanting to be the best version of yourself, that sense of happiness, that dopamine, that thing that's like more than just like instant gratification, like a real sense that you are important and you are doing something significant, and that means giving that hope to people and truly helping people achieve that and have like that momentary happiness of singing in spaces together, playing poker together, playing truth or dare in the Telegram chats together, making it rain together. So I'm very focused on that because that's real. Like the whole like crypto could crash and all of those vibes could still stay the same, and that's what I'm focused on building. And also, I have a question for you, Lambro. Like, what inspired the fit, the vibe, the glasses? Like, behind every
Oh man,
glass-
I was so basically, I got really wrecked by UST and FTX, right? And then I was just recovering, and then my friend was like, most KOs don't know shit anyways. You should start writing on Twitter. And then we were like, all right, I was drinking. I was like, all right, cool. And then what do crypto bros like? They like Lambos, right? So we just call myself like Lambro, and then because I didn't have any graphic skills, so I just searched Lamb cartoon, and then just to avoid copyright issues, I just copy and paste the sunglasses and put it on. There's not much thinking towards it. It was just random.
Hey, it's a sign.
Yeah.
It's a sign. Oh my
Wow.
god. Please.
Yeah. This is
Okay.
it's supposed to be like some TikTok streamer, like
We're
tip me
speaking
costume.
Wait. If you pull the bottom, will the ear go up? Can you pull the bottom for the ear to go up?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Oh.
It doesn't. But,
It's
but yeah, it's all
the-
those things.
It's the cheap Taobao version. It's not
Yes.
going up. Yeah.
All right.
It's very
Thank you
cute.
very much,
It's very
guys.
cute.
Thank you for your time.
I think the internet is like lagging a bit for everyone, but no, I just want to close it by again saying thanks, Shin and Sign Intern. Well, Sign Intern and Sign Daddy, right? So thanks for illuminating our audience, like what's the vision and like all of that. But like real talk though, like looked at their like sign.global, check the token table. You know, it's like interesting, and you can play it with your friends. You can sign on like on TG Mini app if you want to feel a bit more of the product yourself on the more B2C side. So yeah. Again, we appreciate your time, guys, and until next time.
Thank you.
Thank you
All right,
guys.
Thank
It's
you.
a pleasure to be here.